still such a big part of the whole story of Joey Badass is the trauma. I lost my best friend my first year into this shit. After that, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to do any, like, bro, I was fucking depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know which way I wanted to go.
You know, I mean, since you mentioned it, obviously, you know, the passing of Steez and his connection to you in Pro Era has been obviously a deep part of your lore for a very long time. It has been something that fans have discussed back and forth for years and years and years and years. You know, what exactly put you in a position to feel like, you know, to finally have like the perspective and the guts and the wherewithal to like talk about it in the depth that you did on the record? You know, was it the fact that it was like just 10 years later and just all this buildup, or was it something else?
It was a combination of things, you know. It definitely wasn't a single thing. Like, I didn't wake up one day and be like, yo, I gotta talk about this on the record. It just kind of happened. Like, I didn't even know that I wanted to talk about it on the record until it was happening. You know, it started with just how a lot of songs happen for me is like an idea comes in my mind, like in my mind's eye. So I was in the shower and I
where all the best ideas happen.
right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in there and this line came to me because off of this conversation that I was having, and I was just thinking about the fact of how being rich, famous, and successful, like how they have attributed to spoiling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where the line came, now I'm rich and rotten, in that song. And that one rhyme was the catalyst for the whole shit, because I took that out the shower and then I went in the basement and I just kind of started walking around pacing. And then the first line became, Steezy told me to get him, so I got him. Like, that was the next thing that jumped in my head. So then I found a way to connect those two lines, and it became me just opening up about that situation. Like, it just happened like that. And it was like, I didn't write that song. I recited that song. Like, I was literally speaking to myself, pacing around. You know, this was the pandemic. You know what I mean? First time in my adult life where I had 6 months to sit in one place. So I had, like, you know what I mean? I was in an interesting state of mind, and it just kind of came out of me. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, it was deeply, deeply therapeutic.
You know, I wanted to ask you, because I think with you saying this kind of is an important kind of topic, especially because of how relevant it is lately. And I think you could have a unique perspective on this. But like, obviously, in the build up to this interview, a lot of the messages that I got was like, oh, ask him if like King Capital's coming out, or ask him if there's going to be a bunch of Stilo verses on his record or a song, or so on and so forth. And, you know, I'm thinking of that in light of all of these like very exploitative posthumous records that have like come out and have been like rushed out and are obviously like not reflective of the artist's work, and so on and so forth. Like, when it comes to that sort of thing, like, you know, in regards to Steez, like, you know, and you're thinking of that, and you're thinking of like, you know, fans demanding that sort of thing. And obviously it may be completely out of your control, but just in your own personal opinion, is that sort of the thing that you think like, oh, we need to get like the gas going on this, like the fans deserve this? Or do you yourself sort of see at this point, like releasing such a project as being almost like disrespectful to his memory and just like exploiting the kind of situation around the demand for his music because of his passing?
Listen, bro. When I tell you there's nobody who wants that music out more than me, there is no one. There is no one who has done as much work as I've done to get that out. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
So, you know, generally what would you say right now is like the current state of Pro Era, you know, at the moment? Because obviously, like, some people have brought up the fact that, like, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of members on the new record and so on and so forth. And not that, you know, that's a requirement or anything, because, you know, it's you've had your own records in the past where there wasn't a whole lot of support in that sense either. But, you know, still, like, is there any potential for like a collaborative project or a group project on the way in the future? Or is there any, like, you know, kind of connection there still to make that happen?
before I answer that, I actually want to go back on the other question because I want to make sure I'm super clear because the internet these days needs clarity in fucking bunches.
Absolutely.
Or else it's just too much room for fucking interpretation. So it's like, listen, yes, I said what I said. I've done so much to try to get the project out, right? It's not in my hands. I don't own Steez's music.
Yeah.
Steez was never signed to me as an artist, and that was never the plan.
Yeah.
So that was never my intention. You know what I mean? I tried to help the family get the music out years ago. You know what I mean? I was going to put it out through Pro Era Ventures that I had going, and the split was 90%, 10%. I wanted to keep that 10%, not for profit, but because I had to hire staffs, I had to hire people to help me get things done. You got to clear samples. You got to do all of that stuff. So that was me trying to provide a safety net for myself. So I'm not taking a loss. You know what I mean? But 90% go all to the family. Like, you know, that was the agreement that got lost and convoluted somewhere. And since then, I've backed off because I gave them the music and I said, yo, y'all don't got to do this with me. Like, this is, I just thought that is what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought, you know, you guys could trust me. Like, I'm home team. You feel me? Like, let nobody go and fight for y'all like how I'm gonna fight for y'all. I'm gonna get the best situation. You know what I'm saying? But cool. If y'all don't want me to be that guy, then I won't be that guy. Here's the music and let me know whatever help y'all need. Y'all need to be introduced to certain people, whatever. I will set that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I got a lot of sympathy, empathy, love, and respect for his family to this day because I know them. You know what I'm saying? They are like, and especially like, you know, with his moms, like his mom's is an older generation Jamaican lady. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they don't vibe with the internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like, that's not part of their culture. Like all of this shit, this music industry shit, like this is some fucking devil shit to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want nothing to really do with this. So it's like, I understand that, but it's like the perception is so jaded and it's like, nobody is fighting for me. And that's cool. I'm a grown ass man. I'll stand on my own too. I'll take whatever to the chin. I've been taking it for fucking years. I've been taking all of the darts, all of the spears, yet I'm the one putting in the highest amount of contribution to try to make everything right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like, yo, I can't put out King Capital. If I could have put out King Capital, I would have put it out years ago. Like,
Right.
Are you fucking insane? Like, what the fuck do I get out of holding on to it? What do I get? If I could have been in control of Steez's estate, I would have put out King Capital, American Corruption Reloaded. The whole thing would have been on streaming platforms. Like, yo, my man is not even in the marketplace. That kills me every day because I know how much fucking money is being missed out on. That should be going to his family's hands. Like, it's his legacy. People are bootlegging shit, making money off of his back. That should be going to the fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I think about that shit often. It's like, yo, the fact that I can't even, like, again, back to the streaming world. You know what I'm saying? If this shit shut out, I got no way to listen to my man's music.
Right.
No fucking way. So yeah, man, like, that's that. You know, that hopefully that answered every question for everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I don't care though. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers could think whatever because motherfuckers don't know me. Motherfuckers never met me, never sat down, had a conversation with me. They don't even know who I am. So it's like, how could you judge a person you don't even know? You know what I'm saying? How could you assume things about a person you don't even know?
Well, I appreciate the extra clarity.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like it was necessary.